Hi everyone, this is module number 130 for the subject of strategic human resource management. So, the strategic dimension of talent management. I hope you people recall that we are talking about the talent management or talent development within the field of strategic human resource management. And in the field of strategic human resource management, there are different functions, and one of them is human resource development. We call that HRD, and organization development. We also refer to that as an OD. So, the talent management is still an evolving concept among researchers and practitioners as compared to some other constructs. For example, employee engagement, employee motivation, and training and development, as compared to some other constructs in the field of strategic human resource management or social sciences. Relatively, talent management has received less attention, or if, in other words, if it has received attention, the amount of attention is relatively less as compared to the attention has been paid to the other constructs. So that's why there is a lack of definitions and there is a lack of consensus on a definition of talent management, and current theory and practice, and lack of coherence and the focus on this concept. When we talk about coherence, actually we means that people agree on something, or people together moving towards a unified dimension in terms of research and practice. So, however, there is a broad agreement that the concept should be treated as a strategic imperative. This is what researchers and practitioners have realized, that it is hard for an organization to achieve any sustainable competitive advantage without a specific or firm specific talent, or without the people who have God gifted abilities and who have skills and who have knowledge. And in terms of Ulrich and Ulrich, the people who are committed and loyal to an organization. So, for all those reasons, in the field of human resource management or in the theory of human capital and resource based view, talent acquisition and talent management has become a major challenge for most of the human resource practitioners or human resource professionals. So, but the question is, how can organization ensure the talent management is vertically aligned with the business strategy, or you can say also the corporate strategy to some extent? When we talk about the vertical alignment, I think this is the concept we have discussed multiple times during this course. That when an organization HR strategy is vertically aligned with the business strategy of an organization, this is at the heart of the strategic human resource management. And organizations may not have many strategies. They can be categorized as a low cost strategy, or a differentiation strategy, or a focus strategy, when you are focusing on some segments which are particularly ignored by your competitors. So, that focus can be differentiated focus, that focus can be low cost focus. When you are, whatsoever your strategy is, your HR strategy need to be aligned with the business strategy. But however, the question is, how can you align the talent management practices or talent acquisition practices with your business strategy? Remains a question, and a gray area where people may have a different opinion, and people are uncertain about how to do these things. Anyway, people have done some work on it, and talent management strategy, practices, and processes can help create high performing organizations that can survive and prosper in a rapidly changing dynamic environment. When we talk about dynamic, actually, we are talking about something which is keep on changing, which is less stable. Dynamic markets or dynamic capabilities of an organization, something which is complex and which keeps on changing. So, leading firms make it critical to attract, tap 1% of the best people. I have no doubt about that, and I have seen it in that many organizations. This is their strategy. When we say how the talent management strategy is vertically aligned, I have seen that many organizations, they are focusing that they will and they should acquire the top 1%. What we mean by top 1% is quite subjective, but let's make it simple that you are hiring people who have graduated from a university with the distinction or with the top marks. And for example, this is the Google policy that they before even you are graduated from a university in the United States, Google contacts you if you are one of those 1%, and Google believes that you have the innate abilities, and you have some God gifted talent, and you have some God gifted skills and abilities, mental and physical, that can facilitate that organization to sustain its competitive advantage, assuming that they have developed it. Thank you.